The only thing that I have heard from him about this
Here we go.
N125 is, look, it has pajamas. Like, that's the only
You know how it
the
started?
only reason I went and saw the bike up close was to see what is this pajama
No,
business.
so you know how it started?
Uh,
I was at the press conference, at the briefing before we took the motorcycles for a spin, and I was looking at those things, the things I'm going to put a picture of, these things, and I didn't know what to call them. And in my head, the word that popped up was pajamas. And what I actually asked them is, sorry, but what is the official term for these pajamas? And this first they burst out laughing. And then they said, MotorInc, first we're going to call them pajamas only. I was like, well, thank you for the idea, right? If you hadn't said it, I would have
now
said,
we don't have an option.
I would have said folk sleeves, but you said, will you use it? So he said, sure, why not, right? And the official word is folk sleeves.
Folk sleeves.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, what it reminds me again and again and again in this country is that a lot of people who work with motorcycles and on motorcycles don't ride motorcycles enough. Because anybody who's done motorcycle design for any length of time should tell you that fakery on a motorcycle, it never works. So what is this? This pajama thing, the folk sleeves, to put a fine point on it, is to cover 30 mm telescopic forks.
Yeah.
30 mm is about that much in thickness, so it doesn't look great. So we'll put pajamas on it, right? And the idea is youngsters want a motorcycle that looks more bulky than they can afford right now, so let's give them this visual thing. And to me, that's two problems. One, I don't know why a youngster shouldn't be able to flaunt what he can afford. Why does he have to flaunt something that he cannot? And two, you've created a functional defect. So I asked, I said, okay, so if my fork seals start leaking, how would I know? So they told me, it's not fully covered. There is a gap. And through the gap, you'll be able to see the leakage.
From the inside?
Yeah. Where is the gap? It's between the lower and the upper triple clamp, where if a leak shows up in that place,
What?
Yeah. Then bottom is fully covered. You can't see anything of the bottom. You can't see the travel at all.
No. Then actually the only way you'll know you have a folk seal leak is if the leak dribbles down the leg all the way down. That's the only way. Otherwise, there's no chance.
Or it shows up in where the gap is.
Up there.
If it shows up where the gap is, your fork has been destroyed like kilometers and kilometers ago.
There'll be plenty other signs.
Yeah. So the entire travel of this motorcycle is completely covered in the pajamas, in the fork sleeve. I'm so sorry. In the fork sleeve, you have no way to see whether it is working or not working. Apparently, the mechanics will be trained to deal with this stuff. And to me, honestly, the whole thing is just nonsense.
I agree 100%, but Shumi, you're forgetting biking is all about pretenses, yeah? You need big muscles to ride bikes. You need bikes that look big. Only they go fast. So this is all part and parcel. This is the choices that you are making, and therefore we're getting products like this. So think.
This is a 124 kilo bike, which means a reasonably strong person should be able to deadlift this thing, right?
And this is an argument. You know how many times it has happened? Sorry, man. I know. But this is also always, it's a reflection of what we are doing and what we are choosing. And we've been reviewing bikes for so long. People will tell us, oh, that bike is sporty. It looks so small. What does that have to do with the bike being sporty?
Yeah.
You want a fun to ride experience? Then it's about how it rides, not how it looks.
Correct.
We hope you enjoyed watching that, and there's plenty more where that came from on the main MotorInc channel. Please do catch us there and do like, share and subscribe.